I'm not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special episode of Achievement Update with Jana Stanfield. Jana, that's great. Thank you. That was Jana Stanfield, a recording artist and professional singer, and I love that song. I am not lost, I am exploring. You know, that's something I have to sing a lot of times, and maybe you can relate to that too, particularly if you're in sales, in business. You know what it's like. You're out there knocking on doors, trying to get people to buy from you, to even listen to you, and it's hard. Relationship marketing is like that. It takes time, it takes effort, and sometimes you feel like you're lost. You feel like, am I ever going to get this to work? Is it going to happen? But if you realize I'm exploring, I'm learning new options, new ways to connect with people, then it makes things a little bit different. Well, there's 5 steps I want to give you today that can really help you, that as we listen to Jana Stanfield sing, I am not lost, I'm exploring, you can explore new opportunities for sales for you. Step number 1 is you want to embrace life and embrace sales with positive expectation and enthusiasm. You know, we sometimes think that that is trite and it's passé, Pollyanna, but you know what? In the bottom line, real world business stuff, it matters. When we're talking dollars and cents in a calculated way, when someone is enthused about something, when they feel good about it, and they're willing to try, experiment, and explore, they can do a lot more. Second point, you got to be inquisitive. Sometimes your client is a different breed and you're trying to get through to them and you're trying to talk and hello, are you there? They're just not. So what you got to do is you got to listen. Sometimes you got to watch what they're doing and see how they're moving around. How you doing there? Yeah. And you got to find out what is happening. It's like, hello, I'm thinking it's female. It's got to be, okay? But I'm thinking you got to find out what it is that is right for them. Be inquisitive. Read between the lines. Listen between the lines. Listen and hear what is not said. As you do that and explore in that way, you're going to open up all kinds of possibilities for sales, and who knows, maybe you'll sometimes get through to those stone cold prospects that just don't listen. And you also want to explore creative alternatives. That would be the third point. You've got to look at other options that are there when you're trying to get through to that person. You're feeling lost and you're wondering, what is this? It's not much of an adventure now. You want to look at all kinds of possibilities. Sometimes you're trying to go one way. You're trying to move upstream this way. You got to employ different methods. Sometimes kayaking is important. Sometimes you're going to use a rowboat. Sometimes you're going to use whatever, but you're going to look at new options. In the article that accompanies this video, I talk about an industry that I'm working with in printing. They're facing some challenges right now with the idea of people are cutting back. They're also saying they want to go green, and people are saying we don't want to use as much of that. Video is coming on strong, audio is strong, the media of the internet, all of that. And if you're in a traditional print industry, it could appear kind of daunting. If you consider yourself a printer, yes, it would be. But if you look at yourself as a communicator, a disseminator of information, you can do better. I want you to think about that in your business. Don't limit yourself by what you've done before. Theodore Levitt told us that very well in the classic Harvard Business Review story, that we're not in the railroad business, we're in the transportation business. Think about what railroad you've been doing in the past and how you can branch from that into much more transportation and fulfilling the needs of your customers. Sometimes kayaking can be fun. And you've got to deal with objections. In the real world, people are going to say, hey, we don't want to do that. Sometimes you feel like blasting them away, like our friend here, the Patriot, getting a gun and blowing, but I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, I'm kind of a peaceful guy myself. So you want to go with things that are smooth, but listen to the objections that they have. That's the key. Sometimes they're just a stall. Sometimes they're just throwing it up there to try to find out really what you can do. So what you want to do is draw from your resources, listen to what they say, work with them. I taught martial arts for many years, and I learned that you don't just go in and smack them. A better way to do it is to find what they want and dance with them a little bit, move it different ways. In Kodokan Judo, so that's what we did. And that's what you get to do in sales. You are going to have objections. There's going to be people who go, hey, I don't know if I want to do that. That's okay. Roll with that. Don't feel like they're making a personal affront on you. Instead, look at ways that you can take that, roll with the punches, and come out exploring some wonderful new options. And you want to learn from each experience. You know, I love this. I wish I could communicate smell to you. This is really beautiful here in the mountains of Colorado as we've been shooting these videos and looking at it. And you want to learn from each experience. In relationship marketing, it's much like relationship. Not every relationship is going to turn out just right. But that doesn't mean you stop exploring. Sometimes you do feel lost. But if you realize, nah, I'm not lost. I'm exploring and I'm looking at other options. Always learn. Learn what you did right. Learn what didn't work and why that particular relationship didn't work out in business. Keep persistently going after those businesses that are going to be profitable and the things that provide a mutual benefit and win-win. As Jana Stanfield sings, I am not lost, I am exploring. That's the way to be successful in business. And if you'd like more information on that, you can go to her website at www.janastanfield.com. For more information on what I do, it's www.terrybrock.com. And I will look forward to hearing from you, and enjoy the flowers and the roses as you go. So that's what you've got to remember. As you look at life and you explore, get out there and don't worry about being lost. Explore and do it. Jana, go ahead and end it for us today here. Let's hear some more.
I am not lost, I am exploring.